Did you know that the meme is still like, it's still massive?
Did you close the cat food bag?
Do you want to know what else is massive? What? Low deeper feed. Do you want to know what else is massive? Trust me, I'm not cringe yet. I'm just waiting for Fortnite to install. This is all I have to do. This is all I have. I have nothing. I have nothing. Hello, my friend. The fuck? Low deeper feed. Dude, is it like... Yeah, we're good. It's better explode. Low deeper feed. That meme is massive. I'm cooking I'm cooking with the breast cook. I drink some still water. Those who know, shut up! Couch, bruv! Get out! Bro, I don't want an octopus, man! Shut up! Shut your man, shut your spin this. I'm so sorry to hear about your brother just passed away. He gets vibing wombs. So burping. A little bit right. Support me, please. Shut up, you little grow. Bro, I'm cooking. Ow. Cooking with the Brazilians cook. So our train just stopped. Oh no, it didn't. Sorry, chat. My bad, chat. Drink the still water. Battery low. Please recharge. Such a man. Man. Do you want to know what else is massive? No. Low deeper feed. Low deeper feed. Do you want to know what else is massive? Leg up. Oh, I don't know. Drink the still water. Visit those who know. Drink that still water. Moji. Do you want to know what else is massive? Low deeper feed. Low deeper feed. Low deeper feed. The meme is massive. Low deeper feed. Low. What? Quora Digest. I'm 13 and my dad still doesn't let me shower on my own. What should I do? What? Chat. So we're back. I just found an interesting thing. Yeah. So, yeah. I just found a strange little thing right here. So, it's called Quora Digest. I'm on my Gmail, and I've just been given this. Why am I subscribed to this? And we're gonna do these. I'm 13, and my dad still doesn't let me shower on my own. What should I do? What? If your dad is still insisting on coming into the shower with you at this point, then there is something seriously wrong with him, and you need to find a way to get... Okay, let's just go to Quora. We need to read these. If your dad is still wrong with him, you need to find a way to get away from him as soon as possible. Reach to another adult that you trust and ask them to help you. What? That's insane. Does cancer have an odor? I'm sorry. It absolutely does. I'm a cancer survivor. My cat, who is now 13 years old, was with me for a year or two before I was diagnosed. She was constantly sniffing my thigh. Hold up. Oh gosh. Constantly sniffing my thigh and would continue to sniff it while sitting in my lap and showing me her love. When the tumor started causing me pain, I had it checked out. I just thought she enjoyed my scent, but it turned out she was trying to tell me something by sniffing that spot, then loving on me right after. You can't word it like that, brother. Once I had the tumor removed, they sent it to pathology, and it came back positive for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It took the doctors a year to figure out why my leg was hurting, and my cat figured out way sooner than the doctors did. After the removal, chemo and radiational treatments, the cancer is in remission. They still caught it super early, pre-stage 1. I had a 95% cure rate and get checked regularly. I was diagnosed in 2013, so 11 years cancer-free. Knock, knock, knocking on wood. My kitty's name is Majesty, and her Majesty will be my kitty till she passes away from old age. I now pay way more attention to what she sniffs on me. From what I have read, cats and dogs can pick up all sorts of illnesses through scent. Cats are more, I don't care about it, and just feed me than dogs are. Dogs will do everything they can to let you know you are sick. Cats can and will tell you, but only if you are a member of their pack. And since writing this, I found another article about cancer that I didn't know when writing this. Cancer itself does not have the odor. It's the tumor or organ decay that has the odor. These odors can be horrific too. It's quite often the same odor you used to smell when you went to visit your dying relative in the nursing home or hospice facility. Oh my gosh! Hey, no way bro said that. Next one. I like this. This is fun. Okay. If a police officer pulls you over for speeding and asks, "Do you know how fast you were going?" is it better to respond with an honest answer, saying how fast you were going, or just to say you were unaware? I'm not reading that one. Okay. What do KFC stores do with leftover chicken? Oh my gosh. Don't say what I think you're gonna say. I worked at KFC for 4 years at my first job around 2014. What they do with the leftover chicken is they count it. A report tells them what amount to throw away and how much to save. Some get thrown away, and what's left, they debone it and use it in their pot pie mix and freeze it until they need it to make pot pies. It can only be frozen for a certain amount of time, though. What is that? What is that? Ew, what is this? What is that? Why is it like discolored? Why is it discolored? Will a smoker's lung clean themselves if they quit smoking, and how long does it take? What? Oh no, don't need to. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. But we don't need to hear your whole life story. Does Walmart know when you steal from self-checkout? Last month, I went to Walmart. I bought a dozen things. One of the items got overlooked because it was small, a pack of Sharpie pens. The guy at the door just ran his marker across the receipt. I walked out not knowing I had done anything wrong. When I got to my vehicle and was putting my purchases in my car, I found the Sharpies under a larger item. I checked my receipt and no, I had not paid for them. I locked my vehicle, returned to the store, and paid for them. As I was leaving, I told the guy at the door what I had done. He didn't say anything. He just marked my receipt and went to the next person. Minimum wage employees probably don't care / don't understand what happens when theft occurs. I was a retail manager for an electronics chain store, so I knew the cost of theft. I did the right thing regardless. Ernest Bledsoe. Oh, what a good guy. Let's look at this guy. Let's look at this guy. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Moving on. Oh gosh. Okay. Here we go. I found an e-cig under my 14-year-old daughter's bed. I have no idea where she got it from. What should I do? The same thing hold on, I'll be right. Okay, I found an e-cig under my 14-year-old daughter's bed. I have no idea where she got it from. What should I do? This was 5 years ago, so obviously it was called an e-cig. The same thing my grandmother did when she found cigarettes and dirty magazines under my uncle's mattress when stripping his bed. She put them on the nightstand and said nothing to him. Do that with her e-cig, and that will let her know that you indeed know. After that, the ball is in her court. The ball is in her court. All right. What? Okay. If you smoked weed every day, would you build tolerance and not get high at one point? I smoked weed every day, a few times a day, for 4 months straight. Oh my gosh! That ended about 3 weeks ago. And by that, I mean I took a break. So he's going back. So as previously mentioned, I smoked every day for 4 months straight. I noticed my tolerance begin to build after about 2 or so months of it every day. Instead of smoking 1 bowl and getting fried, it took 2.5 or 3. Then after 3 months, it took 3 and a hit of the bong. Okay. Even when I was at the point I could smoke 2 blunts straight on my own, I still got really high. So from personal observation and analysis of a few things, smoking that often definitely builds a tolerance. And you can still get really high. You just need to smoke more and more depending on how high you want to get. Which also means you end up spending more money. Gabe Beasley. Man, you're cooked. Martial artist, Aspy, INTP, madly in love with the universe and everything in it. Alright. So he's the one that answered, right? If someone just oh, dang, he's still on here. October 9th, November 1st, November 6th. He's still on here, bruh. Ain't no way. What are these though? Like, what is this? Okay, there has to be more. Okay. What? Okay, my mother's blood type. Okay, let me just go back in. This is fun. I like this. My mother's blood type is zero. O positive, and my father's blood type was B positive. And mine is AB positive. Many books says, wow, that it's not possible. Can you tell me if this is true? You're adopted? This is a very interesting situation because the mismatch puts your mother's maternity in question. It is not uncommon for blood type mismatches to disprove paternity, but maternity is a whole other ball of wax. What are these analogies? If the nature of human reproduction, okay, is such that man's certainty that his offspring are his biological that can be disputed, but a woman is generally a great deal more certain that her child are indeed hers. Well, well, hopefully, if it's inside of them, hopefully. What? Bro, what? It really isn't at all plausible that a woman could somehow forget or be mistaken about the baby she physically gave birth to. Yeah, that makes sense. This leaves us with a number of possibilities. There's a mix-up at the hospital. Oh my gosh. And you were switched with another baby soon after birth without your parents' knowledge. Oh my gosh. You are not your mother's biological child. Your mother knows this and has been lying to you. There's a very unusual and rare genetic mutation blood type that resulting in one of your mother's alleles, converting into an A, is the ovum that ultimately became you. For your mother is a genetic chimera. I don't freaking know, bruh. One or more of the blood typing tests done on your mother, your father, or you returned an erroneous result. This could result from either A, the test returned a true false positive result, B, the samples were mixed up with a contaminated somehow, either in transit or in the lab. The likelihood of one depends a lot on the quality of the hospital and the regulatory environment in which it operated at the time you were born. But in most first world countries, for most of the recent past, this probability is not high. The likelihood of two depends on the character of your mother, of which we on this forum know nothing. Bro, this guy's going so into it. The likelihood of 3 and 4 is extremely low. The likelihood of 5 is actually quite a bit more than that of either 3 or 4. Even with the most accurate tests commonly available performed by the best labs. In other words, the most likely explanation for the situation described in the question is some form of human or procedural error somewhere along the way, and addendum, as suggested in a number of comments below, we can add 2 additional possibilities. Your mom is mistaken about being O positive. She either misheard or misremembered her test result. This is basically the distaff counterpart of 5, human error on the other end of the line. 7, your mom isn't a true O, but a Bombay O. This is an extremely rare blood type, most common in India. People with this blood type can be genetically A, B, or even AB, but phenotypically test as O. This is because they are homozygous for a variant of another gene, H, normally involved in making a precursor to the A and B markers, which is a mutated and doesn't work. As a result, they produce no H precursors, and without the H precursor, they can't make any A or B markers, even if they have intact, fully functional A or B genes. If your mom is Bombay's O, then she could genetically be AX/HH, and your father could be BX/HX, and you can be AB/HH. Bro, I did not want to read this. This is like a whole doctor's thing. This is what I was most funny about, bro. There was a mixed up in the hospital, and there was a switch with another baby. Dude, if that's true, that'd be crazy. Is marijuana or antidepressants better for treating depression? What? I'm homeless and sleeping in a car. It's going to be negative 25 degrees Celsius, negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit in a few days. How do I survive? Oh my gosh! If I'm 16 and 5'9", what height can I obtain at 18? What do kids? What? We just saw this, bro. I don't like chicken that much, bro. How are you in your life? I'm a very good girl. I have to read this. I'm a very good girl. Oh my gosh. Pohasa. Oh my gosh, she's Indian. Linga dinga 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 dinga. Linga dinga ding. How are you in your life? I'm a very good girl. You can say woman. But my life is not easy. Very hard. Struggling since I lost my mom. And my struggle is not stopping. And more painful is that I can't share to anyone. Sharing. Be more painful and shameful. Dang. I'm kidding. Oh my! What the what? Is this The Walking Dead? Death records. Dude, this boy is called Josh. He suffers from bullying at his high school because of his weight. Out of spite, some students force him to invite the most popular and beautiful girl in our school to go to a dance, with the intention of him receiving no for an answer and being even more hurt. Josh went to her house with a bouquet of flowers and made the proposal. The girl hugged him and accepted the invitation. They were the king and queen of the ball. Huh, that's so cool. No one cares. Bro! Stop, bro. I don't... Oh my gosh. He is a lift operator in our apartment who works from 8 at night. In the morning to 8 at night. Every morning, I use Lyft exactly between 9:20 to 9:25, and every day I see him sitting with anxiety, looking at his phone in hand. He doesn't even turn his head. Out of courtesy, I ask him what he looks on his phone. He said that he is waiting for the time to tick 9:30 so that he wants to call his daughter, who was recently married, as his son-in-law doesn't like her talking to her father. So he waits until 9:30 so that his son-in-law leaves for office, and he makes a call to his daughter to check if everything was good the previous day. Bro. The saddest thing is to watch a disheartened father desperation to know the whereabouts of his daughter. P.S. Thanks a lot for 1,000 of upvotes. Even though I didn't write this answer to get upvotes, but by seeing your responses gave me immense strength that we are united against all these atrocities. As far as I consider, compared to rapes that happen in our community, it is the domestic violence which takes front seat. But as most of the women take the beating in silence due to social trauma that happens to them. Dang. I don't, what? I can't draw a knife. Shut the Ah! What the freak was that, bruh? What the frick was that? That's disgusting, brother. I'm not even gonna look at the picture. What is that? What is that? To remove his... That's his kidney? Oh, it's just an infection. That's disgusting. Okay, as a surgeon, what is the most dangerous thing you have found inside a patient? I was operating on a patient to remove his kidney. The patient had multiple surgeries in the past on his kidney, and at this point was just a continuous source of infection. It no longer functioned. The patient wanted me to remove it. I removed the kidney, and opened it to see what was inside. I found this. I was shocked. It was a laser fiber that had broken inside the patient while being operated on by another surgeon 18 years prior. That's what that is? Ugh. It had been left to form a stone that caused endless infections. After the surgery, I informed the patient as to what I had discovered. He knew right away who the surgeon had been. It is very sad to have your kidney damaged and your life affected because of a bad surgeon who didn't have the appropriate ethical guidelines. He could have referred the patient to someone else so the problem could be fixed before the damage became permanent. Why? Why would you do this? A cat started... Okay, let's just read this one, I guess. My cat started getting loose from his walking vest. I ran towards him to stop him. He got away, but I found him. He was making very evil noises in defense, so I took baby steps in approaching him. Why are you putting end there? I pet him, told him is okay. When did you write this? Right after you got him? I picked him up from the back of his neck, but I was losing grip, so Lay placed... What? Hold up. I'm very confused. Hold up, I'm doing something wrong. Okay, hold up. There we go, chat. We're back. Okay. I don't remember. I picked him up as his neck, but I was losing grip, so Lay placed him down and went. And when I went to pick him up again, he flipped and bit me hard. I let him go, but he never let me go. He wrapped himself in my arm and continued to attack it while kicking his back legs towards my arm. I have 4 punctured bite marks and 4 scratches running down and up my arm. I went to the clinic and was placed on antibiotics. Antibiotics. Is that how you say that? Antibiotics? Yeah, antibiotics. My thumb is so swollen, I can't grab anything or use my right hand at all. It is extremely painful. He left for the night, but came back the next day. I can't stand to look at him. I'm very hurt and feel betrayed. Any advice on what to do? He's going to get nurtured May 22nd. That's a long way away. I am so afraid of him now. What do I do? Are you a girl? Bro, shave your arm! Just kidding. I don't care. I in the love. Bro, it's a cat, bro. What's the worst it's gonna do, bro? You're so scared of it now? Yeah. Alright, Jared. Okay. Last one, guys. Because I gotta go. Okay. Why do narcissists ignore messages? What? Okay. Why do narcissists ignore messages? First of all, a narcissist does not ignore your text messages. They deliberately don't reply to you. Why? Because this puts you in a very weekend and fearful state. Which is exactly what the narcissist is aiming for. They store away all those messages you send so they don't ignore your message. They've got you exactly where they want you. Is this like a plan? Like, what? They're not like planning to kill you or anything. Like, what? I have you right where I want you. Now, let's be very clear that we are dealing with a narcissist. Don't confuse a narcissist with someone who may play similar games or exhibit similar behaviors. If someone is not a narcissist and they are ignoring your text messages, it's for one reason. They won't want you to send them text messages. But the narcissist is different. Somehow they have made you desperate, and when you text them, that's what they see, desperation. They think you're going to stay in that desperate state. A narcissist becomes more concerned when they don't hear from you. That can be when you get a hover, an attempt to pull you back in. So don't think the narcissist is ignoring your message. No. Bro, it's like, it was text to speech? Bro, like, what? No. Who types out no? No. They read them, analyze them, and smile. What? How do you know this? Are you a narcissist? It's really important you start to protect your energy as soon as you send a narcissist a text. They use that energy to get stronger. No! Like what? Like, what is that? Okay, get stronger, and you're being played, going all the way down into the rabbit hole where there's no light. Empaths need light. What the frick is an empath? Okay. Holy absolute. Is this your whole life story? I have to save this now. I have to save this. I have to save this. I have to. Hold. I have to save it. How do I upload it? Follow you. I'm gonna follow you, and then, oh. Dude, what? If the worst look ever was a person, yeah, you're looking at him. Why is the rage? Saving 5 people in my train. What? What music artist do you remind people of, and why? What the First post? Let's look at this guy's posts. Is that him? Hold up, I just want to search up stupid. Dude, I can't type. Stupid. What's your favorite stupid joke? How do you get a low tolerance of how do you get a low tolerance of stupid people? What is it like to be extremely stupid? Okay. How pathetic. This is the first time I actually feel qualified to answer questions on Quora. Some background information about my academic history before we begin. I had to repeat a year of high school because I failed most of my exams. Unfortunately, during my repeat year, I still failed most. Whilst my friends got A's and B's in 5 to 8 different subjects over the course of 2 years, I left high school with 3 C's and a D over the course of 3 years. Yippee! I've went to 3 different universities and failed 5 times. Yes, 5. Failure number 1. How many failures does this guy have? Okay, we'll read a little bit. We'll read 3 of these. Failure number 1, my first year, I was hovering between anxiety and depression for the most of it. I spent my time sleeping and playing video games, but for 9 months straight, I failed the first year. Failure number 2, I decided to switch courses. I wanted to change the environment I was surrounded in. I spent most of my partying. I failed again. Those 2 years were essentially wasted at an awful university. 100th UK rank. What? Then I decided to move cities and go to a new university. I liked the university more, but I still couldn't understand what they were teaching me. I stopped going after 6 classes. This was at a bad university too. 70-ish UK rank. I don't even know what that means. Failure number 4, I then moved cities again and somehow got into a foundation course at a very good university, top 20 rank. I attended classes, was doing well and enjoying the course, but for some idiotic reason, I thought it'd be great to launch a startup. On top of that, video games came back into my life. I spent the next 9 months playing StarCraft 2, spending 300 hours a week on my startup, and we don't need to read that. And having, stuff with my girlfriend. Nice girl, and is not very bright either. That's just mean. I failed my first year at the good university and lost 10k pounds, like money, not pound, that I put into my startup. Failure number 5, I determined not to mess up this time. I got rid of games and my girlfriend. The first 4 weeks of university were great, but I became ill, very, very ill, ended up being bedridden for 2 weeks straight. Whilst recovering, I somehow ended up getting back into video games, and bam, next 9 months spent playing video games and working on my startup. I ended up losing another 10k pounds in a business and failed university for the 5th time. Now we've got that out of the way. How does it feel like? Truthfully speaking, it's heartbreaking. I've never achieved any awards for excellent academics. I've never been called intelligent or smart during scientific conversations. I just sit and listen, agreeing with everyone. I constantly feel like I don't belong anywhere. A lot of my STEM friends, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, all have high-level degrees and great jobs that pay them well. They go on holiday 2 to 3 times a year to exotic countries. Me, on the other hand, my last job paid me the national minimum wage. I couldn't afford to pay rents, so I got a loan and used the money to help keep me live. The loan helped. I was able to live a similar lifestyle to my friends for a short period of time. I still didn't go on any holidays, but was able to attend dinners and day trips. I've actually never been on a holiday in my entire life. Dang. My stupidity has left me to make so many bad decisions in my life. I just make dumb decisions with no rational thought, being put behind them. I went to the Asia to the Asia. I went to Asia for 3 months to launch a startup. A Chinese person I met said she'd help me get funding. I laughed at I I was laughed at by most people I had met and asked for funding and ended up leaving with another 10k pounds out of my pocket. I've launched a total of 3 companies so far, each one failing to make profit. My friends who launched companies at the same time now have businesses with international customers and hundreds of thousands of users. I'm willing to bet a decent percentage of European Quora users probably have used or heard of their products. They're now part of the international fellowships, are on TV all the time, and are guest bloggers on TechCrunch, Huffington Post, and The Guardian. Where am I now? Me, on the other hand, I am now unemployed with around 10k pounds in debt, not counting tuition fees, and only $2 dollars, £2.32 whatever it's called cents in my bank account. Nobody is hiring me because I don't have a good academic record. My startups have all failed, and I've never really worked for a good reputable company. My parents are disappointed in me, and my mom constantly lies to relatives saying I have a well-paying job. My brother and sister don't respect me at all and never speak to me. All in all, I feel like a second-rate citizen, a fake, a fraud, and a waste. I sometimes wish to just go back to the university and focus 100% other times. I wish to go work on startups again, and occasionally I think about just getting a corporate job. Sadly, I actually can't do either. 3. I have no money to attend university. I have no money to start a company, and I don't have the relevant qualifications to get a decent job or even a entry position for that matter. What I'm trying to do about it. I read a lot of books, almost one every fortnight. Sorry. I know what that means, like 14 days or something. I'm desperately trying to improve my knowledge and skill set. I've even enrolled on several online courses to give me some sort of academic credibility. But it's not easy. A lifetime spent playing video games has made it very difficult to simply learn. I struggle to understand new concepts and find it even more difficult to keep focus and follow through with something to the end. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Maybe someone will give me a break, maybe. Anyone reading this, I implore you to know now, stop playing video games. Don't let your friends play them. Don't let your siblings play them, and definitely don't let your children play them. Looking back at my history, I honestly can say I have not benefited from playing 220,000 plus hours of video games. They have added no value to my life in terms of new skills. All they've done is keep me in a bubble where I've slowly wasted my life. Don't let that happen to you. Edit. Hi everyone, I've had a few comments saying that I'm not actually stupid and just lazy/unfocused. They were 100% right. I definitely was lazy and unfocused back in the day. Though, I'd like to point out my definition of stupid is relative to my circle of friends and network. I have really been trying for the last year. It's been 14 months since I last played video games. I'm directing all my efforts to learning and growing my knowledge base. Being surrounded by high achievers in academics and business makes you feel very stupid when you haven't achieved much at all compared to them. Furthermore, when you all start learning a new skill, the same one, pretty much everyone got pretty good at it within 2 to 3 weeks. 3 months later, and I still can't comprehend the basics. Repeat the above for sports, university education, online education, startup ideologies, designs, techniques, and etc. You're constantly falling behind. It's not a case of the one specific skill that isn't your thing. It's more of a case that your learning capacity just isn't as up to scratch as theirs. A better way to put it. Put me in a room with Stanford/Harvard grads and I shall be the wannabe pretending to be great, but never actually achieving much. Put me in a room with cleaners / burger flippers, and I shall be all-knowing king of the world. Wow, I can't believe I have just defended the fact that I think I'm stupid. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Anonymous. 10 years ago. Dang, who is this guy? He's anonymous. Dang. How it feels to be extremely stupid. Okay. Well, guys, that was interesting, right? We have to do more of that. That was freaking in my opinion, that was funny. Really funny in my opinion. Yeah, just like I said, I gotta go. And I will see you all next time. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow when I stream again.